horror movie. Ooga! Ooga! Let's go to the graveyard. It is Pokemon! Let's do a prank call. It is a Pokemon! Let's play horror games. Ooga booga! Let's go downstairs.
Kids, it is November.
It's a spooky before Christmas!
Ooga booga! You just got spooked!
All right, so what's up, everybody? Am I gonna play that all month while I'm doing streamings during the month of October? I don't know. I don't know. What's up, everybody? It's a spooky month. Oh shit. I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. I will have to say that I'm tired tonight. I'm tired. How's everybody doing? It is motherfucking Wednesday. It's hump day. What's up, Hail Satan? It's hump day. Can we get it? Can we get it? Yup.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
Ronnie, can I have your folks who save hundreds?
It's hump day. Yes. I am that asshole. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Like I legit am tired. And yeah, I'm legit tired. So yeah. How is everyone today? How is everybody today? Cheers. Yeah. It's hump day. And it's the spooky month. Yeah. Oh shit. So it's like Wednesday and I am
All right, we're rolling down.
Oh, nope, don't start yet. Let's talk a little bit. Give some people some time to actually come in and shit like that. If you don't know, hi, I'm Crimson. I found that a lot of with getting back to the schedule where I'm doing more of the streams 3 nights a week, or Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and sometimes on weekends, I find that it's difficult to actually adhere to a schedule. That's why I was about 8 minutes late, 15 minutes late today. It was just one of those things. Was just like I'm like drained and I'm tired. There's a lot of shit going on. However, I do want to say that I have been reigniting my passion for art because I've been working on a commission for someone and they really like it so far. I've just been showing them and they really like it so far. So hopefully I can actually get that done within the next couple of days, because once I start on a piece, it's really hard for me to like stop working on it. So yeah, I've just been working on that. Ironically enough though, I'm kind of in a situation where, and I'm just gonna say it, my PlayStation Plus ran out. So if you know anything about PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Plus, they give you a shit ton of games. And oh my god, because I'm dealing with some financial issues, I had to let my PlayStation Plus elapse. And when I say the amount of games that I had to let lapse, I literally have over 150 games that I cannot play right now because they're PlayStation Plus games. And I was like, shit. Like, I like legit was like, wow. I can't do this game. I legit was like, wow, I can't do this game because it was a PlayStation Plus game. And fuck. It was disheartening. Welcome to being poor, right? Fuck. And the sad part about it is, I still work 40 hours a week. I don't do anything fucking special with my money besides pay the bills that I have to pay. And it's frustrating. It's fucking frustrating. And I know I mentioned it during Monday's stream when I was talking about how most people that are poor, it's not a lack of character, it's just a lack of money. What's up, X? It's hump day. But yeah, no, fuck. Like, it's it gets me upset every time I think about it, because I'm upset not because I can't make it. That's part of the reason. What upsets me is we know that a lot of the systems that we have are fucking over a lot of other people, and we're not doing anything about it. Like, why don't you care about your fellow man? And yeah, like, I got in an argument with a friend of mine. All right, so let me set up without being too descriptive about what happened. I was talking with a friend of mine, and we got into conversations about relationships, and I have to remember with having conversations with people, and usually I don't do this. I don't do this when I'm having conversations with people. I actually am one of those people that have a conversation to respond back and forth to what people say. But most people aren't like that. That's the craziest fucking thing. I know I go on spills, but when I'm trying to engage in a conversation with someone, I want to actually kind of go back and forth. And maybe that's a product of doing YouTube. Maybe that's a product of having a mild taste for debates. But I noticed something. A lot of people want to go on these long, drawn out spills, long, drawn out rants to make sure that their point is getting across. And what they really are saying is, no. If I explain my point to you exactly how I want to explain it, exactly the way, you're just going to say I'm right. If you don't, then you're not listening to me. And that is just, I don't know. So I have to kind of center myself based on other people's perspective, that they don't do shit like I do. A lot of people don't have react to things like I do. And yeah, no, it's hard, especially for you guys that aren't terminally online, that you guys don't watch online debates, that you guys don't used to actually explaining different arguments. It is fucking hard, because what happens is real people don't talk like this. Real people don't respond. They just lay out a long diatribe and then expect you to follow, because that's when you're listening. If you just take everything that they say unquestioning. Fuck. How do people do it? I can't do it. I can't take what somebody says completely without questioning it. Maybe that's part of my mental process, but no, like, all right, no, stop. Ran over. How is Ray doing? Let's work on a video. Let's get to just a wonderful video. Let's go. I don't know if you guys actually heard, but there was this big thing that happened in Minnesota about a year and 3 months ago, or a year and 5 months ago. It was this thing called the George Floyd protests, and we have a lot of leaks of what happened with cops and what they were doing after this. And when I saw this story, it fucking disgusts me. Here, you guys will actually see and understand what I mean by that. So, let's go.
All right, we're rolling down Lake Street. The first we see, we're just hammering them with 40s. Yes, sir. Is that a good copy?
So, to serve and protect, right? They're rolling down Lake Street, and the first fuckers that they're seeing, they're peppering with 40s, which refers to, as what the screen says, and for the people that actually hear this on audio, because I do an audio podcast on Anchor, where you can actually get my podcast where anytime they're any place that they're carried. Enough shelling. 40s refers to the 40 millimeter non-lethal rounds being used to clear out people not adhering to the curfew according to court documents. Let's see what happens with this.
We're gonna go find some more people. Instead of chasing people around, we're going to hunt. You guys are out hunting people now, and it's just a nice change of tempo.
Yep, agreed.
These people.
Shock.
They literally say they are out hunting people. They are literally saying they're about to go out and hunt people. It's a nice change of pace, a nice change of tempo. What? Excuse me? Excusez-moi. Passez-moi. What? Okay, let's go. Yeah.
New body cam footage has come out of the police behavior during the George Floyd protests of last year. This footage shows that police officers in Minneapolis have clear contempt for both the press and the general public, as well as protesters. These police officers seem giddy at the idea of going in violently to suppress these protesters. And
like, oh yes, we get to go hunt people. The fuck what? The fuck what? Let's hear some more of this shit.
this clip right here demonstrates that when the police officers were out arresting journalists last year, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah. They ain't going anywhere.
Hold on a second. Let me check your credentials. Make a few phone calls just to verify who the.
They think they can do whatever they want.
And they were using phony credentials checks to suppress the coverage of what they were doing. To suppress coverage of the fact that it was in fact the police escalating the situation.
So here's the thing too. If somebody has press and they have a press badge, the police can't stop them. They cannot. The only thing that they can stop somebody doing is if they were breaking a law. But if somebody actually has a press badge, the police cannot stop them. And you know what? What's the fun fact about it is, unless you're breaking a law, the police can't stop you. They don't have to ask. You don't have to comply when they're asking for ID. You don't have to comply when they ask where you're going. You don't have to comply. However, for certain of us with certain melatonin types in their skin, sometimes complying, is a difference between life and death. Yeah, everybody that does have a camera, it is actually pressed now. That's one of the things that the demarcation of the news story is the news. Wait, they have a stop. Oh, fuck! Why isn't that been challenged as unconstitutional? That's literally a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Wow. Because that's been struck down in other places. A stop and ID laws have been struck down in other places. Yeah, somebody in the ACLU need to get on that. But let's go. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And then in this clip, their political motivations become very clear.
I'd love to scatter them, but it's time to put 100 people in jail.
Yeah.
And just prove the mayor wrong about his white supremacists from out of state.
I agree.
Although,
You know what? This clip does actually show that the mayor is wrong about the white supremacists from out of state. They're in the motherfucking state. They're in the fucking police uniform. But let's go.
this group probably is predominantly white.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not looting and fires.
And before we get into it, we need to point out, only one police officer has been punished in any way, shape, or form surrounding last year, and that was a whistleblower who was talking about the problems internal to the police department. The mayor, Jacob Frey of Minneapolis, has done nothing to reform or change the police department in Minnesota and has not punished any of these officers that played a huge role in escalating violence last year.
So this is actually documented. And get this, right? I don't know if it's in here. Is it in here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Newsflash. Here's the thing. Ask me how I know that this is documented in court that the cops did this shit. Ask me how I know. Ask me. Come on. Ask me how I know. But let's continue.
But let's get to it. That is an unbelievably racist statement to make. First and foremost, they say they're setting out to prove the mayor wrong, to make some sort of big claim about, oh, there weren't white supremacists trying to escalate things. But then to turn around and say, oh, that crowd must be more white because they're not rioting? Are you literally kidding me? And then let's be clear. They go and arrest those people. You hear this cop right here admit that crowd over there isn't really rioting or looting or burning anything, but let's go arrest them anyway. And there's just so many layers of absolute racism and just over the top zealotry. This is unbelievable, and this shows the very clear and obvious political and racist motives of the Minneapolis Police Department.
I can't say anything that he's saying is incorrect. Like, this is like clearly, like, anytime you say, well, there's mostly white people over here and they're not looting and rioting, so yeah, let's still go fucking arrest them. Every cop that was caught participating in this shit should be fucking fired. Everyone. But let's keep going.
They view the protesters on the ground as political opponents, and they actively want to suppress the dissent. They also apparently view it as their role to enforce racist stereotypes by specifically targeting and arresting people of color to prove a point to the mayor. And then we have the reason why all of these videos got released.
So look, first of all, X, it's not just that they're all bad apples. It's a bad fucking orchard. It's a bad fucking orchard. And just making even further to the point, not only just let's remove qualified immunity, these motherfuckers have Captain American shock shields. And they thought it was all cool because they have a taser shield. They think the technology is cool, so they want to fucking use it. And it's fucking stupid. But I have something for you guys. Shocking enough, when you have cops that have a mentality of let's go hunt people with the non-lethal force and let's go fuck them up, guess what happens? Can you guys guess what happened? Why this is in court documents? Why they have a subpoena for this in court documents? Can you guys guess? Can you guys guess? Can you guys guess? Can we guess? Guess what they did. Guess what they did. Well, you don't have to guess. I'm about to show you.
Is right here.
These motherfuckers literally start using the non-lethal rounds and shooting at people. And guess what Minneapolis is? It's a concealed carry state. So the motherfucker shot back. He was literally shot at. They didn't identify themselves. They're in an unmarked van, cruising like it's fucking Call of Duty. They are literally acting like it's fucking Call of Duty. And somebody plop, 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 clap back at their ass. And now they want to motherfucker show that they the police. But let's watch it. Let's watch.
What you just saw was a video of police officers not announcing themselves, but firing their rubber bullets out of their vehicle unannounced on a crowd of unsuspecting people. Now, in this instance, somebody fired back with a weapon. They recently got acquitted of attempted murder charges on police because they were using self-defense. Because from their perspective, a random white van drove by and started shooting at them. That's a pretty scary situation to be in. They didn't identify themselves as police officers, and you bet they did it to way more than just that person. And then you see the police officers follow up with this response.
Sir, listen. Put your hands on your back! Listen. Put your hands on your back! Listen, sir, listen. Put your hands on your back! I'm trying. Put your hands on your back! I'm trying. Put your hands on your back!
Going over the top.
So, not only did, as soon as the motherfucker saw the police, he dropped the gun, put his hands behind his head, and laid down. Because, freeze or stop resisting isn't a motherfucking magical spell. He was moving just the wrong way. They decided to kick him in his motherfucking head. Like, really? Fucking really? You shot at somebody without warning them that you're the fucking police. They clap back at your ass because they got shot at in a concealed carry state. And now you mad because you fucked up. I wonder why this young man was acquitted of attempted murder charges. Let's continue.
In brutalizing this person who was simply trying to defend himself because he had no idea what was going on. There was no way for him to know that police officers were the ones randomly shooting people in the streets. Because of course, how would he know that? Police aren't supposed to be randomly running through the streets shooting at people, regardless as to whether or not it's a real bullet or a rubber bullet. I want to point something out that's very, very important to understand. And that is the fact that the police will intentionally turn peaceful protests into riots in order to delegitimize and discredit what the protesters are asking for. They have an intentional strategy of escalating violence whenever they have left-wing protesters because they want the media to focus on, oh, look at the protesters doing all these things. This is part of their strategy. The alt-right and fascists have that same tactic as well. It was literally one of the tactics that was used in Germany in the 1930s as a propaganda tactic against socialists and the left. They would disrupt protests by committing acts of violence against protesters and then take any retaliation and paint that as evidence that proves that the protesters are being violent.
So, in here, we're going to just bring it back here. So, yeah. These fuckers. Being a cop is the most dangerous job there is. No, it's not. Delivery drivers are. Oh, we have to protect the people in blue. No, the fuck you don't. You can take off that uniform. I can't take off this uniform of skin. Fuck these dudes. Let's remember, Philando Castile was killed in Minneapolis as well. And he was a legal gun owner. The Minneapolis police have a fucking issue that they need to fucking fix. No more fucking defund the police. Those motherfuckers need to be fired. Calling it. Calling it. Oh, God. Fuck. Really? You are out here saying that you're about to go hunt somebody, and when they pop back at you after being shot, you want, oh, I'm police. Fuck these guys. Man. I want anybody who is an adding cop defender to defend this shit. Because as the guy said, as the guy said, when you actually see the tactics that they engage in, going to aggravate left-wing protests to actually show, well, no, they're in the wrong because we pissed them off by beating them. But you see right-wing protests and they're there protecting them. Fuck these guys. ACAB, motherfucker. ACAB. And if they want to call me part of the ACAB gang, that reinforces the fucking problem that they have. But anyway, you know who's not a bastard? I'm not a bastard. Technically, my parents were married. Anyway, if you want to actually help out the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell once you hit that subscribe. And yeah. Thank you for watching this clip, and I'm going to cut it here so we can move on to the next one. The fuck? Like, dude, like, I'm like, wow. I heard this story initially, and I was like, wow. These fuckers are really, wow. Oh, God. God damn it. Oh, wow. Anyway. Whew. So, let's just take a little bit of a break, and just like kind of cleanse the palate. Anybody has like some great Halloween costumes? Like, I know what okay, I'm probably not gonna wear a Halloween costume because I'm gonna be at a I'm gonna be at a convention, and yeah, that's gonna be a convention, and so I'm not gonna have a Halloween costume. I think the cops need to remember that there are more of us than they are them. No, because it's the thin blue line. They're the sheepdogs to keep the wolves away from the sheep. Next thing you know, X, then you're going to be talking about the politicians need to realize that it's more of us than them. And the rich people. And anybody that enforces the system of power all over the rest of us. Yeah. Funny enough, I was actually in before stream. I actually had to go get me dinner, and I cooked, and I was in the bread aisle, and the guy had made the like, damn, bread is expensive, and you know, I had to use the rosocco. When the people have no bread to eat, they eat the rich. I'm just saying. Oh God. Whew. Oh man, oh God. I just can't. I just can't. I fucking can't. Oh God. Oh. Hey, I do want to actually take the time to say this. First, everyone, thank you, everyone who actually watched my channel and actually subscribed. Surprisingly enough, most of my videos are watched by my subscribers, and that says something. Like, if you're coming across this stream, I just thank you guys for watching it. If you haven't already, subscribe or follow me on Twitch, because I do a dual stream on Twitch. I was just looking at some of my numbers, and I think my number for videos views is like around 75%. That's fucking awesome. Like, that is fucking awesome. Yeah. I just want to say, like, thank everybody. I know that especially, so okay. So we're gonna get to the next video, but I want to actually take some time to talk about this. So I watched the Surfs. Times, or Lance from the Surfs. And yeah, Buddy got like banned for Twitch for showing like the publicly available information about about the Twitch leak. And yeah, no, that was pretty shitty. But I'm just wondering, like, damn, like, all these companies have this power, and this is right after like Facebook whistleblower and all that other good shit. Yeah, these companies, boy. And the sad part about it is, I want to actually make doing this into some sort of a career, not something that I'm making like oogles of money, but just better than what I'm doing at my regular 9 to 5. And I think sometimes, and I see people talking about it, well, YouTube isn't a secure job. But which job is? It's just like, I just saw that and I was like, ugh, fuck. Yeah, I got to make sure that if I ever get to that point, and it's not even like tens of thousands of subscribers, 100,000. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I don't know if I would want the fame associated with it. God damn it. But like, I was just, yeah. Hey, let's do this. Let's go to a new video, and yeah, we don't have to talk about my dreams at all. And Thunder, it's donation without a without an S. If you want to pop that in the chat. So oh, by the way, everybody who's actually helped the stream over the last month, thank you. Thank you. I know sometimes I miss it because of the pop-ups and depending on what screen it's in. Just thank you, everybody. And yeah, let's go on to the next video. All right. So. Did you know Jonathan Kent of the descendant from, not descendant, but the son of Clark Kent and Lois Lane, they had him come out as bi? I mean, like, you know, when it comes to DC Comics, that's like Tuesday. How many people, like, really? Tim Drake, Poison Ivy, Wonder Woman, Batwoman. Like, how many of these characters in DC and all this other good shit just aren't straight? Like, yeah, the fictional character, like the right wing is just so caught up in who fictional characters are fucking. It is of the utmost importance. Never mind that they're fictional supreme being, like, you know, kind of forcefully impregnated a 14 to 16-year-old. But we're not going to talk about that. But the right wing is so focused on who a comic book character is fucking. But I think we found one. We found one right wing person who doesn't care about who a comic book person or a fictional character actually sleeps with. If he made the video list, that it's gonna be fucking stupid. All right. So we have Professor Geek, and let's get to this. Let's get to his video, shall we? This stream aired before today's news that Charlie Kirk would appear as Daredevil in Far From Home. For those interested in my thoughts on the film, when did this come out? Oh, it came out in October. But that was confirmed way before October. Oh, fuck these people. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay, you holding it too long. You holding it. Yeah. They haven't changed since my last video. Substitute, which can be found on the top right corner.
What I've got the picture there on the thumbnail of the Mary Jane Watson from the Spider-Man video games, and I talked a little bit about that a couple weeks ago when I did a live stream. The problem of her in that game. As cool as that game is, amazing as that game was, she's just such a blight upon it.
Now, okay, fuck. All right. So, who has the Spider-Man PS4 video game? This guy. Now, if you want to complain about the Mary Jane sections in that game, about how they break the gameplay in order to have somebody who's not Spider-Man walk around and sneak around and stealth around, not just that, but Miles Morales, then you have somebody that can understand that complaint. It was put in as a narrative storytelling, and well, there's a lot of that game where they could have cut that shit out, like they did in all Spider-Man Miles Morales. But I don't think that's what this guy's complaint is. Let's hear what this guy's complaint is.
Its handling of her and whatnot. Over the last week, when Sound Engraver was off visiting her sister and everything, and I was just left desolate without my Sound Engraver, one of the things I did in my downtime was to finally get around to watching Daredevil Season 3. I know, it's been out for ages. What the heck is your problem, Prof? Why did you wait so long?
It's a lot of shit that I don't get around to watch. So, okay, no. All right, I'm being pedantic. I'm sorry. I'm not going to stop every 10 seconds to say something. Let's go.
Honestly, the reason was, if you remember, by the time Daredevil Season 3 was even released, it was already common now. They'd already released that they were not continuing the Netflix universe at all. They canceled Luke Cage after ending Season 2 on a horrible cliffhanger. There's a horrid cliffhanger. Is riddled with issues that Iron Fist 2 Season 2 was. It was a really crappy season in a lot of ways. They did at least end on a cliffhanger that you kind of wanted to know what was going on, and then they just canceled that. You'll never get another Defenders or anything like that. But they had already filmed Daredevil Season 3, which they said really did complete his arc. So I love the fact that, at least because I dearly love the character Daredevil.
Wait, if you love the character, you should have watched it when it came out. I've watched Season 3 of Daredevil. Okay, I watched it twice, almost a third. But why wait so long? You are literally the epitome of, well, if you're gonna stop it, then I don't want to watch it. Dude, shows get canceled all the time. What? You're mad because they decided to cancel it, which everybody knew that they weren't going to cancel it and keep it canceled for long. Disney wanted that shit back because that's around the time that they knew they were going to do Disney Plus. And for some reason, Charlie Cox stayed in shape. And everybody stayed in shape except for the guy who played Luke Cage, because he was like, no, I need a steady paycheck, so let me go do some other shit. And you know what he can do? He can come back. Because that Marvel Disney Plus money, ooh, it is beautiful. But let's continue.
He's a Catholic like I am. He's a wonderful cathartic motivational hero. I gravitate toward him more than I do somebody like Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man too, but Spider-Man's like the go-to for a lot of people when it comes to cathartic motivational heroes. For me, it's Daredevil. Really is just a phenomenal character. Comics and whatnot.
Wait. Is this before or after they turned Daredevil into Batman? I'm just saying. Frank Miller basically turned Daredevil into Batman. I'm like no lie. Like if you go to the early Daredevil and then like right after he came back from Batman, like Frank Miller turned Daredevil into Batman. I'm just saying. Like the history is there. Like Daredevil literally just turned into Batman. Now, here's the thing. It is ironic that this motherfucker has literally said he identifies with Daredevil, a known masochist. Especially every film portrayal of Matt Murdock. He's a masochist, including the Netflix Daredevil. You're not that cool, bro. Bro, you're not that cool. You're not that cool. You're not that cool, dog. Well, it's because he's a Catholic and like you're not that cool, dog. You're like, why not Nightcrawler? Nightcrawler is more of a masochist than Daredevil. Is it because he's blue? Is it because he's blue? All right, let's go.
And I love the first 2 seasons and his participation in the Defenders, in terms of the Netflix show. So I really wanted to watch season 3, but it was going to be like after watching it, that's it. I wasn't going to get any new good Daredevil content. And anyway, I finally watched it. That's why it took so long to watch it. And it's good. I like season 3. I did. I like the things happen, but it's not perfect. There were some issues. One of the issues, for example, is maybe some of you will share this critique, is that the ending, the last episode, I like what happened. I like how he overcomes Fisk in the end. I like the reasoning for it. I like how it plays out, but it's rushed. It's way too rushed. The space between the next to last episode and the last episode, everything kicks into high gear, and the pacing is just ridiculous.
Has he not watched a Netflix show? Wait a minute. Wait. Huh? The biggest problems with the Netflix shows are the pacing. It sounds like he's nitpicking. Okay. Let's like literally we have oh god. Okay. All right. So the first season of Daredevil, when they actually go into the fight, like Noble comes back at just like Elektra in the end of season 2. Fuck, like even the other shows, like Jessica Jones. Oh, he's probably not watched that because she has a vagina that he probably can't have sex with. Okay, let's go.
It suddenly it doesn't quite feel right. The reason the pacing is a problem is because of another problem with season 3, and this is the phenomena I'm seeing in a lot of hero stories now, is the love interest. The love interest in hero stories, the female, the femme fatale, not femme fatale sometimes, not femme fatale, but damsel in distress, the love interest of the hero, the woman love interest of the male superhero is grossly developed. Too far.
Wait! Oh shit! Oh wow! He said the love interest of the male superhero, the female, is too developed. Wow. He said that the love interest is too developed. Bitch, get back to the other castle. Bring out Toad. And if you don't get it, Super Mario reference. Like this man just literally said that the reason why the pacing was wrong was because the love interest has too much development. Okay. How? Okay, let's go.
Far too developed. They're taking her beyond her role as love interest and trying to make her basically another main character of the story. we got an entire episode of that Daredevil season, which just basically told us Karen Page's backstory.
And she is a central part of the Daredevil mythos. Oh my God. What? And to be honest with you, Hail Satan, it's not fuck sleeves, it's peace sleeve. It is peace sleeve. Not fuck sleeves. As Coach Greg Adams says, it's peace sleeves. Like the fuck? we had a whole episode about a main character, one of which was one of the driving stories in multiple seasons. You know what was actually funny? Remember when she spoilers for the first season of Daredevil. Remember when she killed Wesley? Remember why she grabbed a gun? And it's like, what are you gonna do with that? You think it's the first time I've been threatened? And she says, you think this is the first time I done shot somebody? Pop, pop, pop. Really? Really? The fuck? We had a whole episode dedicated to fucking I forgot her name. Look, to be honest with you, Karen Page, yeah. When I see the actress Deborah Ann Wall, she's a fucking phenomenal actress. I loved her in True Blood, not because I could see her like half naked, but she was a fucking monster in that show. And not because she was a vampire, but she just like carried screen presence in that show. And it took a while to me for her to get to the Karen Page role in Daredevil, because they kind of underwrote her. But when she started commanding scenes, especially that aforementioned Wesley scenes, yes. But I'm sure any episodes that he would have had, this Professor Geek would have had about Foggy, he that was a problem too. Oh wait, he has a penis and those matter. But let's go.
We didn't need that at all. In fact, everything it had pretty much told us, we kind of knew from flashbacks or her talking about it in previous seasons and whatever. That's why the pacing was such an issue, and then they were off in trying to develop it into the last climax episode of the season. And the reason this need to develop the love interest and try to make her so three-dimensional and really give her a good strong story arc too, and make her kind of one of the main characters too, is because of this feminist agenda again, where we can't have her just be this woman can't just be there in service of the hero. She can't just
Whoa! I didn't know that he believed in magic, turning women into trophies and shit like that. Like, wow, what the fuck? Oh shit, damn. This woman just can't be there in the service of a hero, Professor Geek. What the fuck? Wow. Hey. You femoids, you're only there in service of the main character. You shouldn't have agency. It shouldn't fucking matter to you. No, you just are there to serve him and be a motherfucking plot device. Never mind, it's Marvel and women were mostly never that. They even actually led stories. No. You are there to be a plot device. Never mind, the Netflix shows also had a character named Jessica Jones who literally was like a much better written character, and every season of Jessica Jones was actually better than the seasons of Daredevil. But no. Wow. Okay, let's go. Oh, no, X. He doesn't know the shows aren't just made for him because reasons. Oh, wow. Let's go.
Just be a love interest. That's horrible. That's sexist. We've got to give her all of these dimensions and layers, and we've got to make her do a lot of hero work too. She has to be just as strong and capable as the hero, and we got to really go into her character in depth. That's garbage. There's nothing sexist about a love interest just being a love interest. Every non-main character in a superhero story is there to serve the main hero in terms of the story logic and whatnot. Doesn't mean that they can't have cool story arcs of their own. They, sort of like B-level plots and whatnot. They should, and they should.
You are just breaking your own fucking. Oh my god. Karen Page isn't going in there and whooping the shit out of fucking Wilson Fisk or Bullseye. No, she has her. You just broke your own fucking argument. Okay. Fuck these people. God, these people. Okay. Wow. You're only supposed to be there to service the hero, but it's okay if you have B plots. Wait, what? Okay.
Reflect the main hero's story. Lois Lane is just Lois Lane. She's Superman's love interest. Great character of her own, absolutely. But really, Lois Lane couldn't carry a title on her own.
Can somebody tell him? Can somebody tell him? Can somebody tell him? Wait. Can somebody tell him? Am I going to be the one to tell him or are you guys? What? Hey, how many people really like it was this and I know I'm old as shit. So there was this like show in the, was it the 90s, where you had Terry Hatchett, wonderful, beautiful Terry Hatchett, and this piece of shit actor that's now in a lot of Christian films. I forgot what his name was. I like blanked it from my memory. But there was a show called Lois and Clark. You know who was the main focus of that show mostly? What? Every incarnation of Superman. He's effectively saving Lois because she don't take shit. Even in the comic books, she is the driving force behind a lot of shit. Mary Jane is Spider-Man. Fuck. When you think of Batman and Catwoman. Oh, God. No, I know it's Dean Cain. I was just being like, yeah, because he's like almost a Christian fundamentalist right now. Like, fuck that dude. Like, Dean Cain is actually almost at the level of Kevin Sorbo, broke ass Hercules. But yeah, Kevin Sorbo, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah. Oh God, let's go.
There have been certain like little mini series or like just or some issues or whatever that develop her or whatever, but they're contained, right? No one's ever thinking that this is going to be a thing now, But what are they trying to do now? What is the nonsense lady who's behind the She-Ra? She's doing, a Lois Lane centric cartoon because that's what we need. That's what the kids want. Ridiculous. And the Spider.
Literally, that's what the kids want. It's not what you want. It's not for you. It's for the kiddies. And you know what? There are girls that actually watch DC TV shows, cartoons, and read DC comics. I know, right? Wow. Just because you don't want to watch it doesn't, like, fuck. I've said it before. As a child, I used to watch Rainbow Bright. I used to watch the My Little Ponies that came along, but like nowadays I can't fuck with them like that because I have intelligence now, and some of the kid shows that are just fucked up. But like, dude, like you, like how? What the fuck, man? Because you don't like it, and then nobody else is supposed to like it. Wow. Okay, let's go.
Spider-Man show, the Spider-Man video game is an ideal example of this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, who's a real Spider-Man fan picks up that Spider-Man game saying, I hope we can play as Mary Jane. First of all, it's not even Mary Jane Watson that you get. It's a rip-off Lois Lane version of Mary Jane Watson, who's so...
Wait, this is true. The Mary Jane in that motherfucking game is more of a Lois Lane than anything. I wonder why they decided to make a character who is just a model and sometimes multi-international business consultant, overseeing Stark Enterprise, but mostly model and actress, a journalist. It's almost as if they needed a plot to be filled by a journalist. And the most easy recognizable shorthand is, oh, let's copy Lois Lane. Like, what the fuck, man? He doesn't even see it. He doesn't see it. The fact that they needed a character like that and they wanted to say, oh, you know what, it is a good fit? Turning her into a Lois Lane type character. Because it's shorthand for love interest of the fucking superhero that is strong-willed, has an eye for detail, and would get into shit regardless of if the hero is there to save them or not. Like, he doesn't fucking get it. He doesn't get it. That the points that he's making, he's refuting his own points. But let's continue.
Light years away from ever being a model or anything like that. Oh, that's so problematic. No, she's strong, she's independent, she's fierce, she's a reporter, and she's investigated.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am never saying that even in the comic books, Mary Jane isn't strong and independent. No, she's a bad bitch. She, like, in every incarnation of the comic books, she has always been that, Peter, what the fuck are you doing? Peter, stop being this. First, Peter, stop fucking whining about shit and go fucking do it. Peter, be careful. I'm here. Every incarnation of Mary Jane. Every incarnation of Mary Jane. She's been that one that's just like, gotta handle this tiger. Gotta go do this tiger. Yeah, that bitch Black Cat. Let her know that you are mine. Yeah, Black Cat, we cool, but yeah, he's still mine. But you can help take care of him. Mary Jane has never been just some weak woman. Never. Ever. Can you say that about some of the other people like Bessie Brand, whatever the chick name is, or Gwen Stacy? Yeah. But Mary Jane has always been a strong-willed woman. Hence, she was literally handling the shit for Tony Stark, for Stark Enterprises, while he was having his, vacation being dead. But let's continue.
And she's all these kinds of things. In the course of the gameplay, how dare Peter think something is too dangerous for her to do? How dare? That's so sexist and misogynist of you, Peter, to dare say that I shouldn't go infiltrate that street gang's lair and look into things because just
no. And I was just playing this game. Her critique was not that, oh, it's sexist. Her critique is, you're doing dangerous shit and you expect me to stay home and not do dangerous shit when you're doing dangerous shit. Her critique, she never pulled the sexist card. She pulled the infantilization card, like, wait a minute, don't infantilize me because I don't have powers. If you want to say that she was like, fuck, I don't have powers, and Like, fuck, is that what they go to? Is that how these motherfuckers' minds work? That they think that any fucking critique of the way any critique that a woman has about infantilization automatically pulls like, oh, it's because I'm a woman. In superhero games. Literally, in superhero games. And it wasn't just Mary Jane that Peter would do that shit with. In the original Spider-Man PS4 game, the other character that you play that has no powers is Miles Morales. And he literally treats him the same way. Like, it's like, I have powers, you don't. So stop doing bullshit. But, you know, fuck. Like, like, oh God. Just the I don't understand what my own points bullshit. It fucking blows my mind. But let's continue.
Just because I don't have superpowers. No, it's actually very smart, you idiot. And then the video game makes you. It makes you play as Mary Jane sneaking into this warehouse or whatever. Mary Jane Watson has no flipping business whatsoever doing any of that. And people might say, well, Lois Lane does it. Yeah, Lois Lane does it and then always needs to be rescued because of it. That's part of that story. That's the classic damsel in distress Lois Lane story.
She's not a damsel in distress. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nosy? Yes. Troublemaker? Fuck yes. However, in the instance of Lois Lane, she was doing that shit before Superman came to Metropolis. She was doing that shit before, and it's implied by the way Mary Jane acts that she was doing the same goddamn thing. They just lucked up because plot that they happen to know somebody who has superpowers. But guarantee you this, investigative reporters, I know, like investigative reporters aren't like a thing like in like real life because the press mostly parrots like talking points that they get from several different leaders, both on the left and the right. But investigative reporters, the model that these characters were actually derived from is when they start doing dangerous shit. And yeah, fuck. Like, this motherfucker has a classic Black Panther shirt on, but probably doesn't understand the era where some of these architects came from. But let's continue.
She's not helpless. She's full of strength and all of that, but she can't do it without Superman at all. And in the modern movement for love interests and superhero stories, it's not enough. It's not enough that they demand female superhero stories just as much and just as, as whatever is the male superhero stories. But now they're even trying to let the love interests in superhero stories subsume the superhero. It's ridiculous.
Wow! He even has a problem with female superheroes. Wow, my friend, tell us more why that's a problem. It's not a problem that, they have female superhero stories just as much as male superhero stories. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Like, he really thinks that if a comic isn't telling a male-centric story with the female, like, of course, they have to be heterosexual for this fucker. It's just like, it's just going too woke. Wow. Holy shit. Oh wow. Oh. Whew. Okay, let's go.
Mary Jane's not a hero. She's a love interest. She has no business going in and doing the hero work. And it's horrible. Like, Peter is really kind of cucked in that game a bit too. I'm sorry to people who really love the game.
Hell, man. Hell, Satan, you called it. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Did he really just say that Mary Jane, a woman that Peter Parker is fucking or attempt to fuck or continue or get back to fucking, is cucking him in a game? Like no lie, they obviously have a monogamous relationship or implied monogamous relationship, even so much so if you see the DLC, the city that never sleeps, she's cucking him. Wow. I can't, like, what, like, she's cucking Spider-Man in a game. How? Let's continue.
I like the game too. I really like the gameplay. It's glorious just to feel like you're Spider-Man swinging through the city. It's wonderful. Peter's cucked pretty hard at the end of this game, you know, in the colloquial version of that phrase, because she basically...
No, not the colloquial version. Not the colloquial version. Nobody else is fucking Mary Jane at the end of that fucking in the end of that fucking game. He's barely fucking her. Like, they barely get back together. Yeah, we're on Twitch, so let me clarify this. I can see how he's being a simpleton for her, but yeah, no, like, maybe like here's an idea. Maybe Peter Parker is so caught up in this thing called not wanting any more of his loved ones to die that he's very overprotective about them. Like, I don't know why he would have an issue with worrying about his loved ones dying. He's only Spider-Man. It's not like he saw any of his other relatives die, like, you know, aunt, or uncle, or his parents, Maybe his concern in that game is to make sure that his loved ones don't die. And dude has this shit-eating grin on his face. Like, yeah, fucking nailed it. Yeah, he was so cucked by her. Like, oh my god.
You know, makes him admit that we are partners, and I'm just as much of a hero as you are, and don't you dare tell me I can't go and investigate this, you know, super villain and whatnot. I can do whatever. No, you can't. You're a civilian with no powers whatsoever. You've got no business doing it. Period. And that's not sexist. That's just logic, you know. But
never mind. There are people in the Marvel universe that are literally powerless that still go in and fight. Hawkeye, anyone? Black Widow. There are also several dozens of people that don't have any powers that go out and fight. Fucking Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a schizophrenic. He has multi-personality disorder. Well, I forgot what it's called. But he's schizophrenic and he has no powers. He's blessed by Kanju, which means nothing. He's just like Kanju, like, uses it from time to time to get shit done. Like, for real? You, like, fuck. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Daredevil did a little bit of this with Karen Page, not to the level of where it ruined the series or anything, but you can see that the same phenomena, the same, you know, need to develop the love interest beyond their restraints of what they should be. You can see that in season.
Yeah, dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm sorry, I fucked it up, but yeah. Let's go.
3 as well. Lois Lane, they're doing it now with the cartoon and everything, and it's just another example of how there's no receiving a good story today even from, you know, hey, Tila, Masters of the Universe, Revelations. That's exactly what it did, right?
Oh wow. Specifically, you used the wrong fucking. This motherfucker used Tila as just a love interest. Tila as somebody is nothing special. Like Tila in Masters of the Universe Revelations, where literally one of the tortures that the ghost skeleton actually laid upon her was that everybody says, "Oh, you just normal. Oh, you just normal." And then it was shown that Tila wasn't just normal. Something about being the child of the sorceress that has a lot of strength and a lot of fucking magical power. That was in the original motherfucking He-Man show. Like literally, that is literally in mythology that Tila is the child of the sorceress. But yeah, no, let's go.
Well, you know, and people will say, what's wrong? What, can't we have a good Tila story? Can't we have a good Lois Lane? There have been great stories, like an episode that was Tila-centric, or this little run that followed Lois Lane or something like that. What's wrong with that? Here's what's wrong with it. Any example you point to in which that happened and it was a good thing, it was in addition to the main character stories already being there. You know, if the Superman run is already dealing with Superman in iconic fashion, then yeah, you can take a few issues and explore a little Lois Lane kind of thing or whatever.
I mean, like, is anybody going to tell them that in the New 52, Lois Lane literally had her own superpowers? Like, it wasn't the pre-New 52 Lois Lane, but she, like, literally became Superwoman. Is anybody going to tell them? Is anybody going to tell them? Is anybody going to tell them? Okay, let's go.
You can take an episode of He-Man and explore Tila. You know, hey, she's got a lot to add. You know, her own character has a lot to add to the mythos. That's great, but only in relation to He-Man. I do not care about an Eternia in which He-Man's not there, but Tila's there. That's ridiculous, and it's absurd that Kevin Smith thought he could ask us to care about that.
But people did. Go back. You said you didn't care. I'm going to tell you a newsflash, motherfucker. I'm going to tell you something. Here. Come close for it. It isn't all about you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, all right, let's go.
It's absurd that the Twitter mobs try to paint you sexist if you don't care about that. No, it's absurd. She's not the draw of the universe. It's He-Man. I don't want to see a Karen Page series. Karen Page is only interesting to me through her relationship to Matt Murdock, through Daredevil.
All right, look, I'm sorry. I can't anymore. I can't. Like, this motherfucker literally, like, this is one of those people that say men and women can't be friends because he only sees women as sex objects. I'm sorry, dog. Like, you're kind of fucking creepy with that. Sorry, like, how many times are you gonna fucking hammer in the point that a woman should only be a love interest for the male main character? And the fact that he literally said that it's bad enough that we have female superheroes at the same rate as we have men superheroes. What now? Come on, guy. Come on. I just can't anymore, man. I can't see where these fuckers are coming from. Because a good character is a good character. No matter what. No matter what genitalia they have between their legs. No matter what genitalia they want to touch with another person's genitalia. A good character is a good character. I'm sorry. And if you have a problem with that, the problem is internal. It's not the person who writes the story. Or I'm going to take a page out of you guys' book. Write your own story. You make the characters just as masculine and having the women just as objectified as you want to. Put it out there. Let's see it. And it doesn't even have to be better than what's out there now. You put that shit out there. You put it to paper, and you be proud of that shit. So proud you read that shit and think, oh, maybe I need to get some counseling. But anyway, guys, if you like the stream, if you like the videos, please hit that like button. It actually helps make sure that I didn't know this, but when you hit the like button while you're watching a live stream, it actually gets out to more people. That's news to me. Other than that, please thank you for liking this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. And we're gonna end the video segment here. Okay, y'all. okay. But girls are icky. I love that. And yeah, it is most of Rob Liefeld's career. That's why Stan Lee like just shit on him. Like, were you making all these characters all big and muscly? Wow. Look. And here. I normally don't throw people under the bus. I normally don't. I'm gonna throw this person under the bus because they keep constantly sending me this shit. But Bruce, you know who you are. You keep sending me these shits in these videos. I think you want to see me just like have a coronary on stream. I thank you for watching the comments, the content, and send me the shit. But I think you want to watch me have a coronary on stream because this ignorance that you keep sending me for these fuckers is fucking mind-boggling. But oh shit! Oh god! What did I do with? Why am I doing this to my life? You guys, please let me know. Why am I doing this to my life? What horrible thing have I done in a past life that I don't believe in that I have to do this with my life? Why? What have I? Why? Oh god. So. oh, Cat, I'm gonna pay you back for Elliot. Look, Cat, if you haven't noticed, I've tortured Vegeta with introducing me to Coach Red Pill. I'm gonna get you some kind of way. It's gonna be some kind of way I'm gonna get you for Elliot House. By the way, I did actually share his videos with somebody else. They love the shit out of his videos. And just for that. See, look, let's do it right here. I see, because you said something. Look, I want to actually show you something. Because you said something. And see, you don't realize what you're actually saying before you say it. See, this is on my list. Should men get married in this degenerate world by Elliot Haas? I was gonna do that video tonight, but because you said something, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Oh shit. Whew. Oh god. Cause you said something. You had to be smug. I'm not gonna do it. Oh god. But I'm gonna be doing another video. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it through this video because well, you'll see in a minute. But let's kind of go. All right, so if you watch any of my streams, you'll notice that I make several pop culture references. One, I'm old as shit, so a lot of the references I make are from 90s, 80s, 2000s, the 2010 shows. I make a lot of fucking references. I do. I fucking make a lot of references. And sometimes I make references to comedy shows, cartoons, movies, and shit like that. One of the references that you would actually get from me is a Dave Chappelle reference. What? Crimson is about to talk about Dave Chappelle? Yes, I'm about to talk about Dave Chappelle. Because I actually watched his special, The Closer. And what was the other one? Birdemic and Still Sticks and Stones. Like, I've watched the Chappelle show, the Chappelle show specials. And all right, Dave, dog, we need to talk. We need to talk, man. We need to talk. Now, when I did watch it, my neighbor was like, "Yeah, let's watch the Dave Chappelle show to see what they canceling Dave for." And I'm like, "Okay, we can do this." So we were watching the Dave Chappelle special, and yeah, no, a lot of the fucking jokes in there were just crossing the line. They were crossing the motherfucking line. And I'm not just talking about the trans jokes, but the gay jokes, the black jokes, and people give them a pass because of certain things. But like a lot of the jokes were kind of crossing the line. Some of them weren't. Some of them were. And yes, Kat, I did watch the Jesse Genders video, and that's one of the other reasons why I'm bringing this up. Because here's the thing, and this is what a problem that I actually have. A lot of people are fucking stupid. So what somebody will take as a joke, they don't realize that and they take it serious. A lot of fucking conservatives and even people on the left have no idea of what satire is, sarcasm, or hyperbole. They take a lot of shit at face value. And so, if you're making specific jokes, they take it as, oh yeah, you're fucking dog whistling for the shit that we believe. And that was one of the main criticisms in Jesse Genders' video that they did. And well, here's a reason why this can actually be a big problem. Shall we? Dave Chappelle wrecks woke Hollywood. Those canceling him gets canceled. Let's go.
Paint a country whose ears are so brittle.
So there are a lot of woke crazies trying to cancel Dave Chappelle right now. And Dave Chappelle, well, he must know sign language. Why? Because he's throwing up a lot of middle fingers. Quote, "If this is what being canceled is, I love it," he says. Calling out not only the people that are trying to cancel him, but also calling out the platforms themselves.
So, I think a lot of people forget that okay. You can't cancel somebody who doesn't give a fuck about being canceled. Like, you can't, like, fuck. He came into the special saying that he knew he was gonna get canceled. And I will tell you this. Say what you will. Say what the fuck you will. Be it he's wrong, be it he's right, be it that you're indifferent about it. At least he has a principle not to whine and cry and bitch. Like people like Jimmy Dore, like people like Bill Maher, like all these other fuckers that complain about not being able to take a joke or tell a specific joke at a college campus or a nightclub. At least Dave Chappelle has the fucking balls, pardon the pun, because I know we're talking about the shit that happened, to say like, yo, if I get counsel for it, cool, I'll take that. Now, here's the thing. I will say this. I get that he's trying to push a different topic. Yes, the transphobic fucking jokes. Some of them were actually funny. Some of them were bad. And that's the extent of what I want to say. I'm not even defending or condemning like the shit that's in there. But the whole thing about, I don't know, trying to fucking talk about this and address it in the way he sees it. And you know what? If you look at the fucking special from point A to point B, have you ever, for people who have watched it, did you catch that in that special, he never misgendered somebody who was trans? Never. And so that's why I say a lot of those jokes were going too far, but it was a mythology in the way that he did that special. But most motherfuckers don't catch that. Dave Chappelle actually didn't misgender somebody by calling a trans woman a he. He made the joke in the end talking about, I knew your father and all that other good bullshit. But, and yeah, most of the special was like the last 40 minutes was, well, I have a trans friend. But the prior that like really bothers me is that even if he didn't intend the jokes to be used as hateful, we have this shit spawned. So let's continue.
Too. Quote, F Twitter, F NBC News, ABC News, all of these stupid bleep networks. I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you. This is real life. Now, this isn't Chappelle's first rodeo with people trying to cancel him. Oh no, not by a long shot. In fact,
just say the fucking cuss words. Okay. Let's go.
This story right here, it always stuck with me.
And then just 3 days later, this lady sends a fucking letter to my promoter telling him not to book me for shows anymore because I was, quote, racist, and I'm quoting her, insensitive to the nature of my interracial marriage. I was like, word, I was.
Now, funny enough, the people that are trying to cancel Dave Chappelle, they're having problems of their own. Why? Well, if you look at the description of this person, Twitter right here, they're a writer and showrunner. You see some of those shows there? Yeah, it's interesting. That's a show about quote-unquote people of color. It's...
Okay, God. So, here's the thing, and I've actually seen this, and I've actually seen this proven time and time again. There was somebody who made a point that conservatives can only gesture to hypocrisy instead of actually fully explaining it. And this is just a gesture to hypocrisy. Like, okay, she's a white woman that is on a show that says dear white people. And so let's go.
To show that it's touted as being ran by quote-unquote people of color. So why is this person here, the writer and showrunner? They're out trying to cancel Dave Chappelle. They may well cancel themselves by doing that. Now, you and I, we're going to talk about this today. And don't you find it astounding that a Chappelle, that a yourself, myself, anyone, you can say, hey, I don't hate people. I respect...
Wait, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, fuck. This is just like a tangent. This guy's called Dr. Umbrella, some bullshit like that. Here, what is he called? That Umbrella guy. Obviously using Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil. But why the fuck do he think he's cool because he dresses like Rorschach? From The Watchmen. Rorschach was a fucking lunatic. He was literally not a hero. He was a deranged, psychotic, sociopathic kind of killer that killed the bad guys. Why the fuck is he dressed like that? Okay. All right. Let's go.
Respect the heck out of people. Not all of you, mind you, but I respect folks. But I have my own opinions. And yeah, you have people saying, oh, gotta cancel that guy because he's not walking lockstep. And make no mistake, they're not trying to do this stuff on their own. Oh no. You see the names attached to this? They're trying to call out Hollywood. They're trying to call out organizations. And you know what? Even though Dave Chappelle doesn't care, you know how Netflix is. You know how they won't stand up most of the time and give resistance. Yeah.
Like Netflix, the ones who literally held his other specials where he was called out for his transphobic jokes. Like Netflix, who also went and removed the Chappelle show to honor the fact that, you know, his labor is not being paid. Like Netflix. What? Huh? Netflix doesn't stand up for criticism. Are we talking about the same company here? And yeah, like no, Cat, in the special he said he was Team Turf. And to parrot Jesse Gender's video, I don't think Dave Chappelle knows the full extent of the turf's whole thing. And again, people like you and I are eternally online. And so for somebody who isn't to that extent, we know the bad part about being turf, but it's Hey, what's up, that Amber chick? Hey, happy hump day. But let's go.
Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed.
Yeah, no, in Hail Satan, he definitely didn't understand Alan Moore's writing. Fucking neither did Zack Snyder, but you know, it looked cool, right? But let's continue. Wait. Did he? Huh? What? Wait, no. Does he literally have his avatar wearing a chain called Tug Life? What? Okay, I go to some strange places on the internet. I see strange YouTube channels. What? Oh, okay. Wow. Let's go.
Oh, man. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And you know what? It's not just Dave Chappelle standing up for himself, refusing to kowtow and saying, you want to cancel me? Well, game on then. It's the salty reaction from people on Twitter, from the shill media and on, and the fact that they're not only trying to weaponize articles, you can see that here, but they're trying to weaponize them in a way that says, hey, Hollywood, you need to stand up. Look at all these names across here. Stevie...
What? Oh my God. This motherfucker is not talking about that Hollywood, that there's a culture war being brewed and all this other good shit. And being part of the fucking culture. Okay, let's go.
Wonder, Brad Pitt, all of you folks were there. Why aren't you calling out this guy? I mean, he's a monster. Some articles, they dive deep into who they want to call out Dave Chappelle, too. You can see the billing list, for example. They have Snoop Dogg listed, DJ Jazzy Jeff, you have Stevie Wonder, and so many more. And the stars in the audience.
Okay, but even if they wasn't calling them out, see, this is the problem with the right wing. They always think that somebody with authority is supposed to call out somebody who doesn't have as much perceived authority. But if you're on the left, if you're truly on the fucking left, you're anti-authoritarian. You want freedom. And yes, you may feel that somebody did a shitty thing, but to actually come out and to condemn them and expect them to change their behavior, that's not how the fucking left works. It's not. You literally want these bigger people, quote unquote, to you, or what you think about in your mind. You want them to come out and condemn Dave Chappelle and make sure he turns in himself to be fucking beat because the people above you said something. But let's continue.
Oh, they got it so much worse. Why? Because places like the Hollywood Reporter, they knew that there was a standing ovation. People were actually applauding the idea that Dave Chappelle, he cannot be canceled by these folks. Again, they are salty about that, so they call on the people that were in the audience. They call on the Brad Pitts, the Tiffany Haddishes, and so many others, and they're saying, essentially, we can't cancel this guy. Why won't you? Now you can...
Because canceling doesn't work for rich people. Cancellation, being canceled doesn't work for rich people. It doesn't. It fucking doesn't. It usually takes some scandal, mostly sexual, to actually get people kicked off of certain shit. But canceling doesn't work. But let's continue.
Agree or disagree with Dave Chappelle all you want. In fact, you can turn the channel. For the people, organizations, and on that are targeting Dave Chappelle, though, that's not good enough. Oh no, not by a long shot. Why? Because Dave Chappelle's brand of comedy, that's not allowed to exist anymore. In fact, Dave Chappelle's brand, that would be his actual name, that has to be labeled as anti. You can see that right here. And the methods being utilized to dismiss every single thing that he says on stage, they're not just dismissive, they're repugnant in my opinion. Why? Well, you can see mentioned right here. They're talking about him having a certain type of friend story. Well, you...
Like, why don't you... Okay, I just say he literally did 40 minutes of, but I have a trans friend. Now, part of those jokes were okay. A lot of them were crossing the line. However, you can tell the sincerity that, hey, look, I really want to understand people, where they're coming from. And if I have some fucked up views, he can change it. He literally actually says that part of the 40 minutes that he's talking about this shit, he's explaining his steps on becoming more and more accepted of a trans woman. But let's continue.
Said that you have a insert whatever friend. See, the thing they're being so casually dismissive of, well, I'll let this person right here break down for you. I guess you didn't watch to the end, where he spoke of his unwavering support for a certain type of friend who ended up ending himself shortly after several Twitter exchanges, huh? No wonder the man adopts this mentality right here. I think that most of us should, by the way. F Twitter, F NBC News, ABC News, all of these stupid bleeping networks. I'm not talking to them. I am talking to you. This stuff right here, it's real life.
Did he just... Okay. I'm done. Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous. This motherfucker is sitting... I don't have much of this video left to go. This motherfucker is sitting back and gloating that somebody didn't get canceled because they said a bad thing. Even though their goal was to be motherfucking canceled. I can't... Why? Did this motherfucker watch the special? Did he watch the special? But anyway, guys, I don't know when it comes to these guys. I just don't know. But I know what you can actually help me is like sharing the channel, liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell notification icon. And if you want to help the channel with some monetary help, you can actually do the link up top. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut the video segment right here. All right. Oh shit. So I'm tired and it's been fun tonight. Guys, we met two new idiots that I had to actually address. Other than that, man, thank you guys again. Thank you guys for the support. Hit me up. I am always on Discord. And if you have any other conversations you want to talk to me about, hit me up then. And as we always do at this time, please take it away, Richard.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. They're probably afraid of that because then people don't hate each other. Then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right, absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have